All right, this is Gary with Haven Roofing. We are at 1969 Argosy. It is 2 April, probably 75 degrees out, sunny, windy, and we are getting on the roof here to do a repair assessment for Miss April Johnson. Okay, coming here to the back side. We have established a control on the back. You can see brushing lightly, we don't get a lot of granular loss. Okay, and then we've selected a shingle here. This one is creased pretty significantly, so XXX, that's the shingle we're going to remove. We've got shingle 1 underneath it to the left, shingle 2 underneath it to the right, shingle 3, 3.3 to the left, shingle 4.1 to the right, and then above it we have 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 6.1, 6.2. I don't think we're going to have to mess with 6.3, so I haven't even marked it. 7.1, 7.2, 7.3. Okay, that's so what we're going to do now is start removing the shingle. We're going to use a putty knife. Okay, so the shingle itself is pretty loose. So I'm going to come to 5.1. Trying to sometimes if we come down from the top or the other side we can get it. Okay, got it there. Okay. I am going to note right off the bat we've got some material transfer there. All right, let's go to 5.2. A little easier. 5.3. Okay. 5.3. Looks like we also have some material transfer. 6.1 seems pretty good. 6.2, I hope we don't have to go out this far. We'll loosen it up. Okay, there we go. All right. 7.3. Okay, there we go. 7.2. There we go. And 7.1. It's a little tough here. Okay, we're having a problem here. We're starting to see a tear. Yep, okay, so we tore through here. All right, so our shingles are loose. I'm just gonna lift up, look underneath. I'm looking for material transfer. So this one seems okay. I'm a little concerned about right here. I suppose I check this one too. Okay, so this is B4. That's 2. This is 1. Can you get this up? I'm sorry, that doesn't need to come up. Okay, this is the shingle in question. Just looking to see if we have any material transfer. Like I said, a little concerned right here. On 5.1, we did see material transfer, big chunk right there. 5.2, a little bit there. 5.3, some here. 6.1. I think we're okay. 7.3. A little bit here. 7.2. See, we got a little bit here. And 7.1, this is, yeah, we have a lot here. And if you can see that underneath, you can see the matting is showing in here. So let me mark those real quick. Okay, so this 5.1, we're seeing it right there. 5.2, a little bit right there. 5.3, some here. 6.1, I think we were okay. Okay, yeah, we're okay. 7.3 right here. 7.2 right here. And 7.1, a big chunk here, plus a chunk here. And we also saw a little bit of a hole right here. And I think we had, yeah, we had a tear right here. Okay? All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and remove some nails. All right, so our first nail right up here. Let's eliminate that. Okay. All right, we are seeing a little bit of a nail head pull through. Okay. Again. Pulled through again. Okay. So the nail pull is also considered a fail. Yep, another nail pull. Our last one here. Let's see if I can. Nope, it's pulling through. And I'm gonna say that for whatever reason, because the nail was so close, we also ended up with a tear on above 3.3. All right, now we need to get the additional nails. There will be one here. It's hard to see, that's where the material transfer, there it is. Okay, almost had the nail head pull through. Just want to make sure, yeah, nothing there, okay, good. Okay, got that one without it pulling through. And we have two more. Sorry, this one pulled through. That is also a fail. And then on 6.1, it almost pulled through, but I think we saved it. Okay. At this point in time, I believe the shingle is loose. There it is. Okay. So I've already marked some material transfers. Looks like there's also some there. And then we saw some nail head pull-throughs. Almost pulled through. Okay. So, all right, let me mark this. Let's also look at the back. Damco Tuscaloosa. You can see the nail head pull-throughs much more clearly here. Okay, and let's just real quick glance. And it looks like when the wind picked this one up, it did not. Yeah, there might be a little material transfer there. Okay, so that's our old shingle. Set that to the side. Okay, our new shingle. Okay, this is not a match attempt. We're merely trying to do a repair assessment. So, let's, all right, so we're up and in. And we'll bring it up to where it's along the line there. Okay, very good. All right, at this point, we need to nail the shingle in. We'll start with the bottom row. Now, I'm gonna have to lift the shingle up enough to be able to swing the hammer and put the nail perpendicular to the slope. Gonna have to excuse me for a second while I take a picture of this. Okay. We have to get the hammer so we can put the nail in perpendicular to the slope. Okay. All right, so let's get a nail. Now we're supposed to nail it along the adhesive line. Okay, now I have to lift the shingle above it just enough so I can swing the hammer without striking and damaging the shingle above it. Come on, baby. Almost. Perpendicular. Go. All right. I'm gonna do the next nail right here. Again, we have to be able to lift it high enough to be able to swing the hammer. Okay. Do not want to damage the shingle above it, so I need enough clearance. See, we're getting a little rain here. Nothing crazy. This is kind of a pain. Come on, baby. I am not happy about this one. Pull this one out. I don't know if there was something in the way there. Okay. And we got one more to do here. This one's pretty brittle. At least the nail went in easier. Okay. All right. Now we want to find the old nail. as I'm hammering, the amount of grain that is coming off the shingle. Make sure I'm not reusing the old nail hole. Okay, and I think we have 2 more to do. Okay, should be this one here. This one here. Okay. All right. So we are complete. I am gonna just take some time here to relabel. This is 2. This is 1. 3.3. 5.1. 5.2. 5.3. 7.1. 7.2. 4, 6.1. I don't think we really had to manipulate the 6.2. 7.3. Okay, so you might recall we were over at our control, brushing lightly, not getting a lot of granular coming off. We'll do the same thing with the paintbrush. You don't see a lot of grain moving. Okay, now let's come back over to our shingles, and we did see a lot of grain coming off. Don't see much here. I do see some here and here. And I see some here. Yeah, I can see some here. That one kind of looks so, well, not right there. Yeah, you can see some creasing. And you can see some creasing right here too. Okay. So we did see some creasing. We saw some nail pull. We saw some material transfer. So that's the end of this video.